So, what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of either cold or warm blood? Let's see. There are many advantages to being warm-blooded. Warm-blooded animals can remain active in cold environments in which cold-blooded animals can hardly move. Warm-blooded animals can live in almost any surface environment on Earth, like in Arctic regions or on high mountains where most cold-blooded animals would have difficulty surviving. Warm-blooded animals can remain active, seek food, and defend themselves in a wide range of outdoor temperatures. Cold-blooded animals can only do this when they are warm enough. A cold-blooded animal's level of activity depends upon the temperature of its surroundings. A reptile, for example, will increase its body temperature before hunting and is better able to escape predators when it is warm. Cold-blooded animals also need to be warm and active to find a mate and reproduce. Being cold-blooded, however, also has its advantages. Cold-blooded animals require much less energy to survive than warm-blooded animals do. Mammals and birds require much more food and energy than cold-blooded animals of the same weight. This is because in warm-blooded animals, the heat loss from their bodies is proportional to the surface area of their bodies, while the heat created by their bodies is proportional to their mass. The ratio of a body's surface area to its mass is less the larger the animal is. This means that larger, warm-blooded animals can generate more heat than they lose and more easily keep their body temperatures stable. Smaller, warm-blooded animals lose heat more quickly. So, it is easier to stay warm by being larger. Warm-blooded animals cannot be too small, or else they will lose heat faster than they can produce it. Being large requires a greater food supply, but for mammals, being small also requires a lot of food to generate more heat. Small mammals need to eat very often to survive because they need more energy to keep a constant body temperature. They also need to eat high energy foods such as fruits, seeds, and insects, and even other small mammals. Larger mammals can get by with eating lower energy foods or eating less often. In an environment where food is scarce and hard to find, for example in deserts, reptiles have an advantage. Since cold-blooded animals do not have to burn a lot of food to maintain a constant body temperature, they are more energy efficient and can survive longer periods without food. Many cold-blooded animals will try to keep their body temperatures as low as possible when food is scarce. Time for a quiz. Question number 1. Which of the following is an advantage to being warm-blooded? Look at the options carefully and you may only choose one of the answers. Option number 1. Their constant body temperatures are good environments for viruses. Option number 2. They can all fly. Option number 3. They can remain active in cold environments. Option number 4. They don't need to eat much food. Which of the following is an advantage to being warm-blooded? Time's up. Option number 1, their constant body temperatures are good environments for viruses, whereas warm-blooded animals do generally have constant body temperatures. Having a body temperature that's a good environment for viruses is not going to be an advantage, because having a virus usually is not a good thing, right? Option number 2, they can all fly. Well, humans are mammals, and we cannot fly unless you count flying in an airplane or something, but that's not what I mean. Option number 3, they can remain active in cold environments. This is true. Even during winter, you can still remain active. You don't have to hibernate, right? Finally, option number 4, they don't need to eat much food. This is not true at all. Warm-blooded animals need to consume a lot of food in order to maintain a constant body temperature. Therefore, the answer is option number 3. Question number 2. Which of the following is an advantage to being cold-blooded? Option number 1. They can all fly. Option number 2. They can live in almost any surface environment on Earth. Option number 3. Their constant body temperatures are good environments for viruses. Option number 4. They require less energy to survive than warm-blooded animals do. Time's up. The answer is option number 4. Cold-blooded animals require less energy to survive than warm-blooded animals do. This is because cold-blooded animals do not need to convert their food into heat. Question number 3. Why can't warm-blooded animals be too small? Option number 1. They will get too warm or hot. Option number 2. They will lose heat faster than they can produce it. Option number 3. They will need wings to survive. Option number 4. They will not be able to find a mate. Why can't warm-blooded animals be too small? Time's up. The answer is option number 2. They will lose heat faster than they can produce it. Therefore, actually, they will not be able to survive. How did you do in this quiz? Did you learn anything by doing these questions? I hope you did, and I hope you got some of them right. Okay, well, good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to the video today. I hope you learned something. I hope it was useful. And take care. See you next time. Goodbye.